Welcome. Are you ready to unlock a new world? This isn't just about learning English words. This is about gaining the confidence to finally speak. I remember the frustration, the silence, the missed connections. It ends today. For the next while, I'll be your guide through Speak Confidently, 2,000 daily English conversation sentences for beginners. Imagine having a toolbox, and inside are the exact phrases you need for every daily situation. You don't need to build the sentences from scratch yet. You just need to know which tool to use. And that's what we'll do. We'll walk through real-life scenarios together, and I'll give you the sentences, the rhythm, and the secrets to sounding natural. My first crucial tip for you: fluency begins with chunks, not words. Our brain doesn't communicate in individual vocabulary words. It communicates in phrases. So we will learn "How are you doing?" as one single unit, not as 4 separate words. This is the fastest way to stop translating in your head and start speaking. Before we dive into the first sentences, here's a powerful fact. Studies show that you only need about 500 to 800 of the most frequent words to understand 75% of everyday English. Our 2,000 sentences are built on that core. You are closer than you think. This journey is structured to be practical. We'll start with the absolute essentials: greetings, introductions, and basic questions. I'll say a sentence, give you a moment to repeat it aloud. Yes, please do speak out loud, and then break down why it works. We will also tackle the tiny, powerful words that native speakers use all the time, like actually, pretty, and though. These are the glue of natural conversation. Your mission right now is to listen, repeat, and trust the process. Let's begin with the very first brick of any conversation, the greeting. Hello. Hi. Good morning. But let's level it up immediately. Instead of just hello, try hey there. It's friendly and warm. To respond, you can say hi. How's it going? Notice the contraction. How is becomes how's. Contractions are your friend. They make you sound relaxed. Practice that. How's it going? Now, the most common answer. It's going well, thanks. How about you? See the pattern? Question, answer, return question. This is the dance of conversation. Let me give you 3 variations. For a formal setting, good morning. How are you today? For a friend, hey, what's up? For a simple, polite version, hello. How are you doing? Repeat them after me. Feel the rhythm. This is your first step. You've already begun. Now let's build on that greeting. You've said hello. What comes next? The introduction. This is where many beginners freeze, but not you. Not anymore. We will make it automatic. The simplest and most powerful introduction is, I'm your name. Notice we use I'm not I am. Again, contraction equals confidence. Now to ask the other person, and you, or what's your name? Let's combine it into a fluid exchange. You, hi, I'm Alex. What's your name? Them, I'm Maria. Nice to meet you. And your essential reply, nice to meet you too. Practice that loop. Nice to meet you is a vital chunk. Say it until it feels like one word. Nice to meet you. Good. Here's a pro tip. Add "It's a pleasure to meet you" to your toolbox for a slightly more formal touch. But for now, own "Nice to meet you." After names, we often talk about origin. Where are you from? Is the question. Listen to how native speakers often pronounce it. Where are you from? The "are" gets attached to where. Your answer should be a clean, clear chunk. I'm from city/country. Do not say, I am coming from. That's a direct translation that doesn't work here. I'm from Mexico. I'm from Seoul. I'm from Brazil. To show interest, you return the question, how about you? Or, and you? Let's create a full mini dialogue. Listen, hi, I'm Sam. Hey Sam, I'm Chloe. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Where are you from, Chloe? I'm from Canada. How about you? I'm from Australia. You now have the structure for a real connection. Practice this with different names and places. The goal is not to think, but to react. But what if you don't catch the name? It happens all the time. Don't panic. Use this sentence, sorry, I didn't catch your name. Or the simpler, what was your name again? It's polite and shows you care. Another common moment, when someone says nice to meet you, you can amplify it. Instead of just to, say you too. I'm really glad to meet you. This adds warmth. Remember, language is not just information, it's emotion. Now, let's address a huge fear, making a mistake. What if you forget the sentence? My advice, have a default fallback. A simple sorry, my English is basic, or I'm still learning English is a magic phrase. It instantly lowers pressure and makes people want to help you. Say it with a smile. It's your shield. Now, repeat these core introduction sentences after me, aloud. I'm your name. What's your name? Nice to meet you. Where are you from? I'm from. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. I'm still learning English. Excellent. You are building your arsenal. Now, let's step into a cafe. This is a real test of your new tools, and I promise you're ready. Ordering something is a perfect, controlled interaction. You see the menu. You choose, you speak. Let's master it. The most common opening line from the barista will be, Hi, what can I get for you today? Or a simpler, order please. Listen for those keywords, what and get. Your response starts with a simple, can I have? This phrase is a golden key. Can I have a coffee, please? Say it. Can I have a tea, please? The please is important for politeness, but its placement can change the tone. At the end is standard. You can also start with it. Please, can I have a bottle of water? Both work. But what if you want to specify details? This is where you level up. Can I have a black coffee, please? Can I have iced tea, please? Can I have a large lemonade, please? Add one clear adjective. Don't overload it yet. Now, a crucial piece of the conversation. When they ask for clarification, they might say for here or to go. This means stay in the cafe or take away. Your answer is a simple for here, please, or to go, please. Another chunk to memorize. Another question might be, what size? You answer, small, please. Medium, please. Large, please. See the pattern? Question, one word answer plus, please. After you order, they will tell you the price. They'll say, that'll be $5, or your total is $3.50. Listen for the number. Your job is to pay. You can just say, okay, and hand over the money. But to practice, say, here you are. When they give you the drink or food, they will often say, here you go. Your response, thank you. If you need something extra, use, can I also have a napkin, please? The word also is very useful here. Finally, the exchange ends with a wish. They will probably say, have a nice day. You reply, you too. Always you too. It's automatic. Let's practice a full dialogue. Barista, hi, what can I get you? You, hi, can I have a medium coffee and a muffin, please? Barista, for here or to go? You, to go, please. Barista, that's $6. You, here you are. Barista, here's your coffee and muffin. Have a good one. You, thank you. You too. This is a complete, successful real-world transaction. Every sentence you used was a pre-learned chunk. No grammar stress. Just tools from your box. Let's talk about getting lost. It happens to everyone everywhere. But instead of feeling panic, you can feel prepared. Asking for directions is not just about finding a place. It's an opportunity to practice, and people are usually happy to help. The key is to start with a polite attention getter. You must say, excuse me. Always. Say it with a slight smile. Excuse me. Then, you have a few perfect options. The most common, excuse me, can you help me? This is a great general opener. More specific. Excuse me, where is the train station? Or even better, excuse me, how do I get to the museum? The phrase, how do I get to, is incredibly useful. Practice it. How do I get to the park? How do I get to Main Street? Now, listen carefully to the answer. They will use direction words you must recognize. Left, right, straight ahead, next to, across from, between. They might say, it's on your left, or go straight for 2 blocks. A block is the distance between 2 streets. If you don't understand, you have a secret weapon. Slow them down. Say politely, sorry, can you say that again more slowly? This is much better than pretending you understand. Another useful phrase is, I'm looking for. Say, excuse me, I'm looking for the library. It clearly states your goal. Let's practice a full interaction. You, excuse me, how do I get to the post office? Local, sure. Go straight down this street. Turn left at the traffic lights. It's next to a bank. You might hear keywords. Straight, traffic lights, left next to bank. You can now confirm. Thank you. So, straight, then left at the lights next to the bank. Repeating back is an excellent technique. They will say, that's right. You then say, thank you so much for your help. If you're unsure about the distance, ask, is it far or is it walking distance? These are very natural questions. Here's another tip. Use landmarks. Big, easy to see places. Excuse me, where is the city hall? Is it near the Central Park? Mentioning a known landmark helps them guide you. Remember, your tone is key. Sound polite and a little apologetic for interrupting. A simple sorry to bother you before your question can also work well. Sorry to bother you. Do you know where the nearest cafe is? Now, what if they give directions too fast? Have this sentence ready. Could you please point on the map, if you have one? Or, can you show me the direction while pointing down the street? Physical gestures are universal. Your confidence here comes from knowing you have a plan and these phrases. You are not lost. You are just collecting information, moving from finding places to connecting with people. Let's dive into a universal topic: family. This is where conversations get personal and warm. You will often hear the question, do you have any brothers or sisters? This is more common than do you have siblings? For beginners, your answer can be simple. Yes, I do. I have one brother. Or no, I don't. I'm an only child. The phrase, I'm an only child, is a perfect chunk to learn. To elaborate, you can say, I have an older sister and a younger brother. Notice we use older and younger, not elder or smaller. That's a key detail. Now, to ask them back, you simply say, how about you? Or, do you have any brothers or sisters? Let's make it even more interesting. People love to talk about their children. You can ask, do you have kids? A very natural, common question. The answers vary. Yes, I have a daughter. I have 2 sons. Not yet. If someone mentions a child, you can ask a follow-up. How old is she? This shows genuine interest. The answer will be, she's 5, or he's 12. Use she or he based on what they told you. Here's a pro tip. In English, we usually say, I have a brother, not I have got a brother. While I've got is used in some places, I have is universally clear and correct for beginners. Let's build a dialogue. You, I really like your photos. Is this your family? Them, yes, this is my wife and our 2 children. You, wonderful. How old are they? Them, my son is 7 and my daughter is 4. You, a lovely age. Do they go to school here? See how one question flows into a conversation. You're using simple, standard sentences. Now, let's tackle a universal experience that causes so much anxiety the moment you don't understand. Maybe they spoke too fast, used a word you don't know, or you just zoned out for a second. This is not a failure. It's a normal part of communication, especially in a new language. Your goal is not to hide it, but to handle it smoothly. And you can with a few powerful phrases. Your most important tool is, sorry, could you repeat that, please? This is polite and clear. A simpler version is, please say that again. Even simpler, again, please. But sometimes you need them to slow down, not just repeat. For that, use, could you speak a little slower, please? This is a game changer. Say it with a smile. Most people will immediately adjust their speed. Another common situation. You understand the general idea, but not one specific word. Point to the concept if you can, or use the sentence. What does that word mean? For example, if they say, "It's near the quaint little bakery," and you don't know quaint, you ask, "What does quaint mean?" This shows active learning. If you need them to simplify their sentence, you can say, "Could you say that in a simpler way?" This is perfectly acceptable. Now, here is a crucial mindset shift. Use the phrase, "I'm learning English," as your superpower, not your weakness. Preface your request with it. "I'm learning English. Could you repeat that more slowly?" This almost always guarantees a patient and helpful response. Practice saying this confidently. Let's play out a scene. Someone says, "You should totally check out the farmer's market down the lane. It's got the best produce." You heard farmer's market and best, but lane and produce are unclear. You can say, "Sorry, I'm learning English. The farmer's market is best for produce." This partial repeat shows what you did catch and pinpoints the gap. They will likely say, "Yes, for fruits and vegetables. It's on the small street, the lane next to the park." You've clarified two words naturally. Celebrate this. It's successful communication. Another vital phrase is, "I didn't catch that." It's a very native-like way to say you didn't hear or understand. "Sorry, I didn't catch the last part." Combine them. "I didn't catch that. Could you say it again?" Remember, your tone is key. Sound curious, not frustrated. A slight laugh can also ease the tension. "Oh, my English isn't great. Once more, please." By managing these moments gracefully, you turn a potential breakdown into a demonstration of your perseverance. You are not failing, you are filtering. And every time you do this, you learn something new that sticks. Now, let's shift from making plans with others to the rhythm of our own lives. Let's talk about your daily routine. Describing your day is a fantastic way to practice simple present tense, time expressions, and common action verbs, all in a context you know intimately. It's your story. The key question you might be asked is, what does your typical day look like? Or, what is your daily routine? Start your answer with time. I usually wake up at 7 a.m. The word usually is your best friend here. It shows a habit, not a rigid rule. Break your day into segments. Morning. First, I get up. Then I take a shower. After that, I have breakfast. Use sequence words. First, then, next, after that, finally. They create a clear flow. For activities, learn these core chunks. I go to work. I start work at 9. I have lunch around 1. I finish work at 5. I go home. I cook dinner. I watch some TV. I go to bed at 11. These are the building blocks. Notice we say I go to bed, not I sleep, for the intention of sleeping. To make it more natural, add small details. I usually have a quick breakfast like cereal or toast. I sometimes go for a walk in the evening. I often call my family after dinner. Use these adverbs. Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never. They add color and truth to your story. Now, to ask someone about their routine. Simple. What time do you get up? What do you do after work? Do you have a busy schedule? Listen for their time markers and activities. Here's a valuable cultural and linguistic tip. In many English-speaking workplaces, people ask, "How was your day?" as a common greeting after hours. The standard easy response is, "It was good, thanks." How was yours? You can add, "pretty busy" or "quite relaxed." The word pretty here means quite or fairly. It was pretty good. Use it. Let's see a dialogue. You. So, what's your morning routine like? Them. Well, I get up at 6, hit the gym, and then get ready for work. You, 6? That's early. I usually sleep until 7. Them, I have to. My commute is long. You've just had a natural exchange comparing routines. Remember, when describing your job or study routine, use "I work from home" or "I have classes until the afternoon." This topic is forgiving because you are the expert on your own life. No one can correct your personal truth. Practice narrating your day from morning to night using simple sentences. This solidifies essential verbs and time prepositions at, in, around. It builds a narrative muscle you will use again and again. You are not just listing tasks. You are telling the story of your day. Perfect. We've navigated daily routines, and that routine inevitably leads to one of life's greatest pleasures, food. Talking about food is more than sustenance. It's culture, memory, and a fantastic conversation bridge. You will often be asked, "What's your favorite food?" Have your answer ready. A strong, simple answer is best. My favorite food is pizza. I love sushi. I really like Indian curry. To level up, add, "I could eat it every day," to show enthusiasm. Now, let's step into a restaurant scenario beyond just ordering. Imagine you are with a friend deciding what to get. You need phrases like, "What do you recommend?" or "What's good here?" This shows you value their opinion. To suggest, say, "How about we try the pasta?" or "Should we get an appetizer to share?" The word "share" is very friendly. When the server comes, they might ask, "Are you ready to order?" You can say, "Yes, we are." Or, if you need time, "Can we have a few more minutes, please?" During the meal, someone might ask, "How is your food?" Your answers can be, "It's delicious," "Really good," "It's a bit too salty for me." Being able to give a mild opinion is useful. To offer someone a taste of your dish, say, "Would you like to try some?" If they offer you, you can accept. "Yes, I'd love to." "Thank you." Or decline politely. "No, thank you. I'm full, but it looks great." The topic of cooking often comes up. You can ask, "Do you like to cook?" If you cook, say what you make. "I cook at home. I make simple dishes like grilled chicken and vegetables." If you don't, you can joke, "I mostly just order takeaway," or "I'm not a great cook, but I can make breakfast." The key is to be relatable. Here's a great phrase for discussing cuisine. "I prefer type of food." "I prefer spicy food." "I prefer home-cooked meals." Let's create a dialogue at a restaurant table. "Friend, everything on the menu looks good." "You, I know. What are you thinking?" "Friend, I might get the steak. Do you want to share a salad first?" "You, good idea. Let's get the Caesar salad." Server arrives. "You, we'll have one Caesar salad to share, please." Then, I'll have the steak, medium, and she'll have the salmon. Server, excellent choices. See how you used will have for the shared item and I'll have for your main? This is natural and precise. After this, the conversation can flow to favorite restaurants, memories of meals, or cooking disasters. Food talk is endless, flavorful, and always connects people. You're not just learning sentences. You are learning how to share an experience. Now, let's move from the dinner table to making the plans that get you there. The art of making plans and extending invitations is crucial for building friendships and a social life. You'll often want to suggest doing something together. The simplest way is, do you want an activity? It's direct and friendly. Do you want to get coffee? Do you want to see a movie this weekend? Another common starter is, are you free on day? For example, are you free on Saturday? To make it more open-ended, you can ask, what are your plans for the weekend? This is a great conversation opener and invitation in one. Listen to their answer. If they say, not much, you can suggest, we should go to the new park. Or how about we go shopping? The phrase, how about we, is a very natural way to suggest a joint activity. Pay attention to the response. If they are interested, they might say, sure, that sounds good, or I'd love to. But what if you're the one receiving an invitation? You need to know how to accept and decline gracefully. To accept, yes, that would be great, or sure, what time? To decline politely, you must give a reason. A simple, I'm sorry I can't. I have other plans is perfectly acceptable. Or, I'd love to, but I'm busy that day. Maybe another time. The key is to offer an alternative, maybe another time, to show you're still interested in the future. Once you agree on an activity, you need to confirm the details. This is where clarity prevents confusion. Ask, what time should we meet and where should we meet? A very common phrase is 7 p.m. okay for you? To confirm a place, you can say, let's meet in front of the cinema. Use clear landmarks. Finally, on the day of the plan, you might send a quick message, see you at 7, or looking forward to it. Let's walk through a complete planning dialogue. You, hey, are you doing anything on Friday night? Friend, nothing special. Why? You, do you want to see the new action movie? Friend, good idea. I heard it's fun. You, great. How about we meet at the theater at 6:30? Friend, 6:30 is perfect. Let's get tickets online first. You, okay, I'll book them. See you on Friday. Notice the flow. Question, suggestion, detail confirmation. It's a cooperative dance. A pro tip, use let's for suggestions when you feel more confident. Let's try that new Italian place. It's assertive yet friendly. And remember, if plans change, you must communicate. A simple text, sorry, something came up. Can we reschedule? Is considerate. Making plans shows you are proactive in the relationship and in your language journey. You're not just waiting for conversation to happen. You're creating it. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Mistakes. The fear of saying something wrong, of sounding silly, of being misunderstood. I need you to understand this deeply. Mistakes are not your enemy. They are your most valuable teachers. Every single fluent speaker made thousands of them. The difference is they didn't let the fear stop them. So let's reframe mistakes. Let's learn how to handle them gracefully when they happen, and even laugh about them. Your first new sentence is this: I made a mistake. Say it. I made a mistake. It's liberating. Here's a practical strategy. When you realize you used the wrong word, correct it simply. Say, sorry, I mean. This is so powerful. For example, if you say, I go to the supermarket yesterday, and you catch your error, just say, sorry, I mean I went to the supermarket yesterday. You've just taught yourself the past tense in a real context. The other person will admire your quick correction. If you mispronounce a word and someone looks confused, ask, did I say that correctly? This invites help without shame. But what if you don't know the correct word at all? Use the phrase, how do you say word in your language in English? Or describe it. It's a thing you use to open a bottle opener. They'll say, a bottle opener, and you'll remember it forever. Another common fear is forgetting a word mid-sentence. Don't freeze. Use filler words like or say, it's on the tip of my tongue. That's a very native phrase. Or describe it. It's a place where you buy books. They'll say, a bookstore. And you say, yes, a bookstore. Let me share a personal story. Once I wanted to say beach, but I said bitch. The person looked very surprised. I realized my error and laughed. I said, oh no, the sandy place by the ocean. Beach. We both laughed. It became a funny story, not a tragic one. That's the key. Have a sense of humor about it. Learn the phrase, my English is a work in progress. It's true for everyone. Practice these essential mistake management sentences. Let me try that again. Another way to say it is, what is the word for? I'm still practicing. Use them as your safety net. Confidence isn't about never falling. It's about knowing you can get back up. Every time you navigate a mistake smoothly, you build real, unshakable confidence. You are not breaking the conversation. You are showing resilience, and that is more impressive than perfect grammar. Now let's travel through time. We've talked about the present, your routine, your job, your likes. But to truly connect, you need to share stories. Stories are from the past. This is where you bring your memories to life and listen to others' experiences. It might seem daunting because of verb tenses, but I promise you, communication comes first. We'll start with the most essential tool, the simple past tense. You will use it constantly. The good news? Many common verbs are irregular, but we use them so often they become chunks. Let's begin with the universal past time phrase, last weekend, or yesterday. Last weekend I went to the movies. Yesterday I called my friend. The verb changes from go to went, from call to called. Your first mission is to master a handful of these past forms. Say them: went, saw, ate, had, came, did, made. Now use them in a chunk. I saw a good film. I had a great time. I came home late. To ask someone about their past, use how was your weekend? Or what did you do yesterday? Listen for those past tense verbs in their reply. To keep the conversation going, ask follow-up questions. Where did you go? Who did you see? Did you like it? Notice how did is the helper verb for questions. Your answer to a did question is simple. Yes, I did, or no, I didn't. Don't worry about the main verb here. Did you enjoy the party? Yes, I did. Perfect. Here's a powerful tip. When telling a short story, use sequence words just like with your routine, but in the past. First, we met at the cafe. Then we had coffee. After that, we walked in the park. Finally, we said goodbye. This structure holds your story together clearly. If you can't remember the correct past tense, use the present and add a time word. I go to the concert last night. It's not perfect, but the meaning is clear because of last night. You will be understood. Then you learn. Let's practice a full dialogue. You, how was your trip? Them, it was amazing. I visited Rome and saw the Colosseum. You, wow. How was the food? Them, I ate so much pasta. It was delicious. You, did you take a lot of photos? Them, yes, I did. I'll show you later. See, you asked past tense questions, they used past tense answers, and the conversation flows. You're sharing a moment. Another key area is childhood. When I was a child is your gateway. When I was a child, I lived in a small town. I played soccer every day. This topic is full of warm, simple memories. To ask someone, where did you grow up? Or what did you like to do as a kid? Sharing past experiences builds deep connections. Remember, your goal is not grammatical perfection in every sentence. Your goal is to share a piece of your life and inquire about another's. The past tense is simply the vehicle. Get in and start driving. You'll learn the rules of the road along the way. Now, let's turn our gaze forward. Talking about the future, your plans, dreams, and simple intentions is exciting and fills a conversation with positive energy. It shows you are thinking ahead and have a life full of possibilities. The best part? You can talk about the future with surprising ease using two main structures, going to and will. Let's simplify. Use going to for plans you've already thought about. Use will for decisions you make at the moment or for promises. Start with the near future. The question you'll often hear is, what are your plans for the weekend? Or, what are you going to do this summer? Your answer with going to, I'm going to visit my family. We're going to have a barbecue. The contraction is key. I'm going to becomes I'm going to in casual speech. You can learn it as a chunk. I'm going to relax at home. It sounds very natural. But what if you're not sure? That's perfectly human. Express uncertainty with these great phrases. I think I'll, or I might, or maybe I will. For example, I think I'll stay in tonight. I might go shopping later. Maybe I'll watch a movie. These show you are considering options. To ask someone about their future plans, use, what are you going to do? Or, do you have any plans for tomorrow? Now, for the more distant future, like dreams and goals, you can use I want to, or I hope to, or I would like to. These are powerful for expressing desires without strict grammar. I want to travel to Japan. I hope to speak English fluently. I would like to get a new job. When someone shares a goal, encourage them. Say, that's a great goal, or I'm sure you can do it. Let's create a dialogue about future plans. You, so, do you have any vacation plans? Friend, yes. In December, I'm going to Thailand. You, that sounds amazing. How long are you going to stay? Friend, for 2 weeks. I'm going to visit the beaches and temples. You, I hope you have a fantastic time. Notice the repeated use of going to for a solid plan. Another dialogue with a spontaneous decision. Friend, oh no, we're out of milk. You, I'll go to the store and get some. That's will for an instant offer. A crucial tip in everyday conversation, mixing going to and will is fine. Don't stress over the rule. The most important thing is to communicate the idea of the future. Use time words to make it clear. Tonight, tomorrow, next week, next year, someday. They frame your sentence. Practice saying, tomorrow I'm going to clean my apartment. Next year, I want to take a cooking class. You are painting a picture of what comes next and inviting others to share their picture too. Talking about the future is an act of optimism, and sharing that optimism in English is a beautiful step forward. Now, let's confront a common fear that persists even for many experienced learners: the telephone. A phone conversation is challenging because you lose all visual cues. No lip reading, no gestures, no friendly smiles. It's pure, raw listening and speaking. But this is also why mastering it will give you incredible confidence. The secret is, once again, preparation. We will learn the standard phrases used in almost every call. Let's start with answering a call. The standard greeting is, hello. You can also say, your name speaking. More formally for business, good morning. Company name, this is your name. The key is to identify yourself. When someone asks for you, you say, speaking, which means this is she/he. Or simply, yes, this is your name. Making a call has a standard opening too. After the person answers, you say, hi, it's your name. Always say it's instead of I am. Hi, it's Maria. Then state the reason. I'm calling to ask about the meeting. Or, I just wanted to see how you are. If you need to speak to someone specific, ask, may I speak to John, please? If you're the one who needs to take a message, you'll hear, I'm sorry, he's not available. Can I take a message? Your response, yes, please. Could you tell him that your name called? Always leave your number slowly. My number is 555-1234. The hardest part is when you don't understand. On the phone, it's even more critical to be clear. Use these phrases immediately. I'm sorry, could you speak up a bit? The line is bad. Or, sorry, could you repeat that more slowly, please? Another useful one. Did you say, repeat what you think you heard? This confirms information. Let's walk through a complete personal call. Phone rings. You, hello. Caller, hi, it's David. You, oh, hi, David. How are you? Caller, I'm good, thanks. Are you busy? You, not at all. What's up? Notice the natural flow. Now, a more formal example for practice. You, hello, this is Anna. Caller, hello. May I speak to Mr. Brown? You, I'm sorry, he's in a meeting. Would you like to leave a message? Caller, yes, please. This is Michael Lee from TechCorp. Please ask him to call me back at 555-6789. You, certainly. I'll give him the message. Caller, Thank you. Goodbye. You, goodbye. A vital tip. In English, we often say yeah or uh-huh softly during a call to show we are listening. These are called back-channeling sounds. Practice saying I see, right, as the other person talks. It makes the conversation feel natural. Also, numbers and letters can be tricky. Practice saying your phone number in groups. 555-1234. Spell your name if needed. That's S as in Sam, M as in Mary, I as in India, T as in Tom, H as in Harry. There are standard words for each letter, the NATO phonetic alphabet, but your own clear words are fine. Remember, the goal is not a perfect transaction. The goal is to survive and complete the call. Every time you do, you strip away a layer of fear. You are proving to yourself that you can communicate, even when the stakes feel high. Now, let's step into a different kind of daily adventure, shopping. Whether it's for groceries, clothes, or a simple gift, it's a practical world of its own with specific phrases that will make you feel in control. The goal here is not just to buy something, but to interact, ask questions, and get exactly what you need. Let's start with the moment you enter a store. A clerk might approach and ask, "Can I help you find something?" Or the classic, "How can I help you today?" Your answer can be direct. Yes, I'm looking for a blue shirt. Or if you're just browsing, a polite no thank you. I'm just looking is perfect. The phrase I'm looking for is your anchor. Use it to specify. I'm looking for a birthday card. I'm looking for Italian pasta sauce. If you can't find an item, ask, "Excuse me, where can I find the bread?" Or, "Do you have this in a larger size?" These questions are predictable and will get you the help you need. When talking about clothes, remember the words size, color, fit. Do you have this in medium? Is this available in black? Can I try this on? The last question is essential for clothing stores. The answer will likely be, "Yes, the fitting rooms are over there." Now the transaction. When you've decided, you take the item to the counter. The clerk might ask, "Is that all for today?" Or, "Did you find everything okay?" You can respond with, "Yes, thank you." They will tell you the total. To ask about payment methods, say, "Do you take credit cards?" Or, "Can I pay with cash?" After paying, they'll hand you the bag and often say, "Here you go. Have a nice day." Your reply, as always, "Thank you." You too. Let's create a complete dialogue in a clothing store. Clerk, "Hi, can I help you?" You, "Yes, I'm looking for a warm sweater." Clerk, "Sure. What size are you?" You, "I'm a medium." Clerk, "These are our sweaters over here. We have them in gray, blue, and green." You, "I like the blue one. Can I try it on?" Clerk, "Of course. The fitting room is right behind you." You try it on and come out. Clerk, "How does it fit?" You, "It's a bit tight. Do you have a large?" Clerk, "Let me check. Yes, here you go." You, "Perfect. I'll take it." Here's a valuable tip. In many stores, you can ask about sales or discounts. Use, "Is this on sale?" or "Do you have any discounts today?" And if the price isn't clear, ask, "How much is this?" or "What's the price for this?" Remember, numbers are crucial, so practice hearing prices. It's 1999, means $19.99. Shopping is a conversational playground with a clear beginning, middle, and end. You walk in with a goal, use your phrases as tools, and walk out with a success. It's a tangible, rewarding way to use your English. And every successful purchase is a small victory in your confidence journey. Now, we must face a reality. Not every conversation is easy or pleasant. Sometimes things go wrong. You might need to complain about a problem, or someone might complain to you. Handling these difficult situations with grace is a true mark of confidence. The key is to stay calm, be polite, and use clear, simple language. Let's start with the most important word, sorry. It has immense power. If you make a mistake or cause inconvenience, a sincere, "I'm so sorry about that" goes a long way. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of respect. Now, if you have a problem, you need to explain it. Start by stating the issue calmly. Use, "I have a problem with," or "I'm afraid there's an issue." For example, in a restaurant, "Excuse me, I'm afraid my soup is cold." In a store, "Hi, I have a problem with this watch. It stopped working." The phrase, "I'm afraid," softens the complaint. Then, state what you want. "Could you heat it up, please?" Or, "Is it possible to exchange it?" The magic phrase for requesting a solution is, "Could you help me with this?" Listening to the other person's response is crucial. They might apologize and fix it. "I'm very sorry. Let me get you a new one." Or they might explain a policy. "I'm sorry, but we don't accept returns without a receipt." If you need to be firmer because the issue isn't resolved, you can say, "I understand, but I would really appreciate your help to solve this." Stay polite but persistent. Let's walk through a common scenario, a wrong order. "You, excuse me. I ordered the chicken, but this is fish." Server, "Oh, I apologize. I'll bring the correct order right away." "You, thank you. I appreciate it." Another scenario, a noisy neighbor. "You, hello. I'm from apartment 3B. I'm sorry to bother you, but could you please lower the music a little? It's quite late." The structure is polite greeting, soft apology for bothering, clear request, reason. Here is a vital cultural tip. In many English-speaking cultures, a direct, angry complaint often gets less help than a polite, disappointed one. Showing you are disappointed, but hopeful they can fix it is very effective. Use, "I'm a bit disappointed that," and then state the fact. Also, remember your body language. A calm face and steady voice will help your words land better. Practice these essential sentences for tough talks. "I'd like to make a complaint." "There seems to be a mistake." "Could I speak to a manager, please?" "What can you do to help?" And the all-important thank you after it's resolved. "Thank you for sorting that out." By learning to navigate these choppy waters politely, you prove to yourself that no conversation is beyond your ability. You can handle the good, the bad, and the awkward. And that is the ultimate confidence. You've come so far. We've built your toolbox, scenario by scenario. But true confidence isn't just about knowing what to say. It's about the music of the conversation, the rhythm, the flow, the invisible dance between speakers. This final part is about mastering that music. It's about the small, powerful techniques that turn a stilted exchange into a natural, flowing dialogue. Let's talk about active listening and the art of the follow-up. The most engaging conversationalists aren't those who talk the most. They are those who listen the most actively. This means showing the other person you are truly hearing them. You already know a and a see. Now level it up. Use short, encouraging phrases called back-channeling. When someone shares a piece of information, respond with, "Really? That's interesting. Wow, I didn't know that. How cool." These tiny interjections are the social glue that binds a conversation. They signal engagement without interrupting the flow. Next, the follow-up question. This is your secret weapon. Never let an answer be a dead end. Mine it for the next question. If someone says, "I work as a designer," don't just say, "Oh." Ask, "What kind of design do you do?" If they say, "I went hiking last weekend," ask, "Where did you go? Was it a difficult trail?" The formula is simple. Listen for a noun or a verb in their sentence and ask a what, where, how, or why question about it. This shows genuine curiosity and effortlessly extends the talk. Another musical element, connecting through shared experience. Use the phrases "me too" and "same here" with enthusiasm when you discover common ground. But also learn, "Really? I'm the opposite" when you differ. That can be just as interesting. For example, "I love waking up early." You can say, "Me too. The morning is so peaceful." Or "Really? I'm the opposite. I'm a total night owl." Both responses keep the conversation alive and personal. Finally, master the graceful exit. All conversations end. Doing it smoothly is a skill. You can signal you need to go by saying, "Well, it was great talking to you," or "I should let you go now," or "Anyway, I won't keep you any longer." Then, end with a future wish. "Have a wonderful day." "Good luck with your project." "Enjoy the rest of the party." And the classic, "Hope to see you again soon." This leaves a positive, lasting impression. Remember, confidence is a practice. It's using your 2,000 sentences as a foundation, but then building the unique house of each conversation upon it. You will have moments of doubt. You will forget words. You will mishear. This is all part of the journey. The goal is not a flawless performance. The goal is a genuine human connection. You now have the tools, the phrases, the strategies, and the mindset. The only thing left to do is to step out into the world and speak. Start with a simple hello. Build from there. Trust in the chunks you've learned. Listen actively. Connect. You are ready. Go ahead and speak confidently. So you have the tools. Now, how do you build the habit? The biggest challenge isn't starting, it's continuing. Let's design your personal 30-day speaking challenge. This is not about memorizing 2,000 sentences overnight. It is about consistency, the daily drip that wears away the stone of hesitation. Your mission is to use at least 5 new sentences from this guide every single day. How? Let me give you a simple, powerful system. First, create 2 lists, sentences I know and sentences to practice. Start small. Each morning, Pick 5 sentences from the practice list. Write them on a note card or in your phone. Your goal for the day is to use each one in a real or simulated conversation. If you don't speak to anyone, talk to yourself. Narrate your morning. Order an imaginary coffee. Ask yourself about your plans. Out loud. This muscle memory is crucial. The sentences must leave your lips, not just sit in your mind. Now, find a partner. This could be a language exchange app, a patient friend, or even a recording of yourself. The act of producing speech under mild pressure is irreplaceable. Schedule just 10 minutes a day for this. In those 10 minutes, focus only on fluency, not perfection. Use your 5 sentences. If you forget, look at your card. This is practice, not a test. Celebrate every time you use a sentence correctly in context. That small win wires your brain for confidence. Here is a vital tip. Review before sleep. Neuroscientists call this consolidation. Spend 5 quiet minutes before bed reading through your sentences I know list. Let your brain file them away as the last thing it processes. You will be amazed at how much more you retain. Also, label your world. Put sticky notes on objects in your home with their English names and a related sentence. This is a comfortable chair. I'm turning off the light. This creates environmental immersion. Over the 30 days, rotate through the scenarios we've covered. Week 1, greetings, introductions, daily routines. Week 2, food, shopping, hobbies. Week 3, past stories, future plans, family. Week 4, phone calls, solving problems, active listening. By the end of the month, you will have actively used hundreds of sentences in context. They will no longer be foreign phrases. They will be your phrases. The final and most important piece is kindness. Track your consistency, not your flaws. Mark a calendar for every day you complete your practice. A chain of X's is a powerful motivator. If you miss a day, do not collapse the whole endeavor. Just say, I missed yesterday. I'll practice today. This self-compassion is the fuel for long-term growth. You are not just learning a language. You are building a resilient, confident version of yourself. The sentences are the path. Your daily steps are the journey. Let's take step 1 today.